All praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to Apostle Elders in New York, GMS, and citation all around the world that's teaching truth. My name is Maya Ka'al Nagab. I'm with Chicago branch of GMS. And right here is something interesting I came upon from U.S. News Health Session. It says strokes rate higher among pot users. All right. By Stephen Rainbird, Health Day Reporter. It says on Friday, October 9th, 2018, it said Health Day News as the use of marijuana growing. With Canada legalized drugs just this week, a new study ties pot to a raised risk for stroke might give users pause. It says the risk for any stroke could increase by 15% and it could jump 29% for asthma stroke, the most common kind, said lead investigator Dr. Krupa Patel. All right, that's Elon right there. You see the name Patel. It says she is a research physician at Athlone University of Medicine in Wilmstead, Corocco. It says Patel cautioned that the study can't prove that using marijuana causes strokes, only that the two are associated. It says we can't establish caution, but we can say it is that recognition there. But what we can say is that recreational marijuana users are at higher risk in terms of strokes, she said. In addition, the researchers don't know if risk is tied to smoking marijuana or ingesting it other ways, where it depends on the amount of drug used or if it due to psychoactive ingredients mixed in the marijuana. It said Patel said the risk may be exaggerated by chronic medical conditions on marijuana use has strokes, such as diabetes or obesity. Also, research could not tell from data where marijuana users use other drugs like cocaine or smoke tobacco, she said. Still, most strokes occur among marijuana users than non-users, which lead to open question of what accounts increasing risk, right, man? Cause you see, niggas, man, all right, the herbs. He go to Genesis chapter 1, man. He plants our herbs and stuff, man, to heal us and to keep us well, man. Not fucking smoking, man. Cause marijuana basically like had like an upset stomach, and you chew the marijuana leaves, right? It leaves your stomach, man. Makes you feel better, man. Right, that's the purpose of marijuana leaves, man. Not fucking smoking it and shit, man. You know, cause a lot of you hardhead so-called Negroes, Latino neighbor, you love smoking that damn marijuana. You can't live without it. All right. It says right here, what agreement had the temple of the Most High with idols? For ye are the temple of the living power. As the Most High said, I dwell in on, walk in on, I will be their God, they shall be my people. Right? Your temple is of the living power, man. You pollute your temple, you smoking this shit, man. And you see with the lady, she said, people have strokes and shit. A lot of them, marijuana use having strokes, man. So Proverbs chapter 8 verse 36, but he that sinneth against me wrong his own soul, and they that hate me love death, right, man? You don't go smoke damn weed and all that shit, man. That's from the world, man. All right, that's death. You see, like pot smokers, man. They and Jake probably like Jacob, amongst them that have these strokes, man. You know, most likely, man. All right. It's the final piece. I said the finals were to be present Friday at World Stroke Congress in Montreal. Such research considered preliminary to publish in peer-reviewed journal. All right. But I'm gonna go up here a little bit. It says, yeah. It says between 2010 and 2014, strokes among marijuana users steadily increased, even though the overall stroke rate remained unchanged, Patel said. Among marijuana users in the study, more than 32,000 had a stroke, including nearly 19,500 who suffered ischemic stroke. Ischemic strokes occur when a clot blocks a blood vessel in the brain. It said over 5 years, the rate of all types of stroke increased from 1.3 to 1.5% more marijuana use, and the rate of ischemic stroke rose from 0.7 to 0.9. The research found the increase in strokes among marijuana users was across all age groups for people in their teens to their 80s. PTL said in addition, costs to care for these patients rose between 2010 and 2014 from 71,000 to 92,000. It says the findings were to be present Friday at the World Stroke Congress in Montreal. The research is considered preliminary until published peer-reviewed journal. It said Paul Armentano, Deputy Director, Marijuana Advocacy Group, Norm, all right, NORML, all right, Norm, said this finding is inconsistent with other population-based studies which failed to identify cannabis as an independent risk factor for strokes in younger subjects. It's in Norm, however, recognized data this subjects involved as cannabis smoke can cause a cardiovascular response. He added people with a history of heart or stroke may be at increased risk for adverse side effects of marijuana, particularly smoking cannabis. Armentano knowledge. All right, as with any drug, people should consult their doctor before deciding whether medical use of cannabis is safe and appropriate, he said. All right. All right, so this is about it. So shalom.